What does Alexander Hamilton, peanut butter, and Michael Bay have in common?
Let's see. Alexander Hamilton got wasted in a duel. Peanut butter can kill, and Michael Bay eventually murdered the Transformers franchise? Is the answer death?
No. Goodbye Silverstein and Partners advertising campaign got milk. You know, the 1993 commercial for the California Milk Processor Board?
Oh, dude, I hate milk.
Forward march. He likes it. Hey, Mikey.
Let's find out. One.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
Or a big tricked out name tag.
And that was the Vienna Wood Dance in D, one of my all-time favorites. And now let's make that random call with today's $10,000 question. It's a tough one. Who shot Alexander Hamilton in that famous duel? All right, let's go to the phones and see who's out there. Hello, for $10,000. Who shot... Excuse me? I'm afraid your time is almost up. I'm sorry, maybe next time.
Got milk?
Watching that brilliant Michael Bay.
Brilliant.
He's not, but okay.
That's another conversation, another podcast. But I think Michael Bay, the way he put that commercial together, the peanut butter mixed with the guy unable to speak, mixed with a few droplets coming out, it makes milk look delectable.
Delectable.
That's the word I got.
With a delectable combination of the finest butters and hops.
I wanted to drink milk because it made me thirsty for milk. So kudos to the commercial.
Kudos to you, my friend.
It was engaging, but I think more importantly, it was memorable.
Yes.
But what in that commercial was the message?
It was a call to action, essentially, because if you think about milk, what happens with milk? One, you run out of milk, okay? Got to go out and get your gallon, okay? Kids need milk. Adults need milk. Everybody drinks milk, apparently, not me. I don't drink plain milk, so I buy milk to put in my cereal. So 95% of the time, I open my refrigerator, I go to grab the milk. You look at the back of the milk. It's expired. What do you got to do? Now the question comes up, got milk. You got to go out and get yourself another gallon.
They did a bunch of focus groups before they released this commercial, and it was a cognizant effort on the marketing team to say, okay, we're not necessarily going to change people's minds or Brownstein's mind about milk, but what's the one thing that people say about milk? It expires and they don't think about it until they need it. So that was the purpose of the campaign, and it was huge.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Milk sales were down, and they were concerned about the long-term effects on milk. And I know for me personally, when I was in school, you always get that cardboard
carton. The paper gets in your mouth when you open it up.
Right.
So you just ripped it open in the middle. Now you're drinking milk out of a square box.
I hated it.
I think they eventually upgraded where you just kind of poke the straw through.
Stab it. Yeah. Pamela Anderson.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Pamela Anderson.
Pamela Anderson.
Well, they made kids not like milk, honestly, because they kind of forced it down your throat.
Right.
Like you had to eat lunch, you had milk.
You force a kid to do anything they don't want.
They don't want to do it, right. And what's interesting about it is I believe that this milk campaign was coming right off of their previous campaign of milk. It does a body good.
I know I should drink milk because it'll help me grow up big and strong.
So they hyped up. They hyped up all of these health benefits and get your vitamin C. And if you don't drink milk, what did they teach you when you were a kid about milk? That if you didn't drink milk, you had weak bones.
But I'm still a skinny bench warmer.
Listen to your senior year girlfriend.
Hi, Tom. I'm waiting.
Now to this day, I'm not a big fan of milk. And I think I'm probably, as I get older, more lactose intolerant. And I think I hear that a lot from people. I'm lactose intolerant. I'm lactose intolerant.
It's because milk is not good for your body as they try to teach you it was.
Right.
It's not good for you.
These studies were saying they were questioning the health benefits of milk.
Exactly. I think there's a meme going around right now, and it shows a cow drinking milk from its mother, and it says, this is where cow's milk is meant to be.
Right.
You know, many animals produce milk. Why did we choose cows?
The value of goat's milk in daily diet.
So this ad, I think, for many people, remember it, but I think they remember the tagline more than they actually remember this Michael Bay, Aaron Burr commercial.
And they also remember the ads, the many dozens, hundreds of
Right,
pictures
like
of
in
celebrities.
New York, you got celebrities with the milk mustache.
Celebrities, you mean Rihanna?
Work, work, work.
Of course there was others like Naomi Campbell, Beyonce, Britney Spears, Rihanna.
Work, work, work.
Serena Williams, Jennifer Aniston, and did I mention Rihanna?
Dude, you said Rihanna already 3 times, and your list consists of only female celebrities. What about the likes of Steve Young and the other cartoon characters they made?
Dude, it's Rihanna.
Work, work.
This Got Milk campaign has, for years and years, influenced pop culture.
Not want another single pop culture reference out of you.
It's found its way into TV shows like this Friends episode.
Boss, you did not come up with Got Milk.
Yes, I did. I did.
A Rick and Morty episode.
I guess it wasn't a ripoff of Got Milk after all.
Hamilton used it in one of their marketing campaigns too.
Who shot Alexander Hamilton?
Aaron Burr.
USA Today voted it one of the top 10 advertisements of all time. It won a Clio Award in 1994.
I win!
California's milk sales increased for the first time in over a decade to 755 million gallons, more than the year prior at 740 million. Within months, the Got Milk advertisement had become famous for years to come.
Forever.
It's become infamous at this point. And what I love about this whole campaign is the fact that milk is not a company. It's a product.
Right.
So they're licensing not milk, but they're licensing the Got Milk.
Right.
So you've got companies coming in and just co-branding with them. You got companies like Hot Wheels.
The stunt action set.
Barbie.
My Barbie doll is really real.
I think the biggest one, and most people would agree with this, is Oreo.
What about you, Hurley?
Oreo. It's not just a coincidence that people like to dip their Oreos into milk. And
do you?
Not me.
Really?
No.
What is wrong with you?
First of all, I'm a double stuffed Oreo type of guy.
Okay,
Number one.
You could take a double stuffed Oreo and dip it in milk.
Listen, I couldn't imagine the cream just softening and just floating away into the milk. Ugh, no, thank you.
When I was big boy Jason, I would grab a whole row of Oreos and I'd drop it into the glass. And then I'd pour milk in it so that the milk would fill all the way up to the top. Right? And then I'd mix it all together and I would drink it.
That is just horrifying. It reminds me of the TikTok video. You remember the TikTok video with a guy, he asked the guy, he said, why are you drinking plain milk?
Stop drinking normal milk. Are you a criminal?
And I agree with that. You're either a criminal or you're an elementary school student. There's no other reason to be drinking plain milk.
I probably was a child.
I don't want to grow up on a Toys R Us kid.
It's probably one of the most memorable, and it had the most longevity.
For sure.
And the most influence on generations.
Thing of glory for 1 million future generations to see.
Milk has evolved. The product has evolved. There's multiple different types of milk.
America is the land of many choices.
But everybody will remember Got Milk.